Hello friends, today we are going to solve a simple interview problem that is maximum consecutive ones in a given array. Okay, so we have given a binary array that contains only 0 and 1s, and we have to find out the maximum number of consecutive ones. Okay, so simple problem. So let's take few examples. So here we have 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 1 and 0 0 and 1. So you can see that these are the four consecutive ones. So our output is 4. And here we have these two and these two, so our output is 2. And here there are no ones, so the output is 0. Okay, so let's solve this. So here we'll have two variables, one is current and one is max. Okay, so current will keep track of the all the consecutive ones um, which we'll see during the iteration, and max will keep a track of the maximum number of consecutive ones which we have seen. Okay, so at the end the max is going to be our final answer. Okay, so let's iterate. So initially there's a 0, right? So we'll do nothing. Then there's a 1, so we'll increment the count of current. So now the current will become 1. Now there's another 1, so we'll increment the current. Now that current becomes 2, right? Now we'll find another 0. So now once we find this 0, what we'll do, we'll compare the max and the current, right? And update the max if it is less than current. So currently the max is 0 and the current is 2. So we'll update the max to 2 and reduce the current to 0. Okay, so this is what we'll do every time we'll encounter the 0. We'll compare the current and max and update the max if it is less than current and reduce the current to 0. Okay, now next is 1, so we'll increment 1, and now next is 1 1 1 1, so current will become 4, right? And then again we encounter the 0. So again we'll compare max and current. So max is less than current, so we'll update the max to 4 and reduce this to 0, and we'll find 1 here. So now the current is 1. And now we have done the iteration, there's nothing left. So we'll at the end, we'll compare one last time the current and the max. And the max is 4 and the current is 1. So we'll not update. So this is going to be our final answer. Okay, so let's go back to the problem. Um, so initialize max is equal to 0 and current ones to 0. Now iterate the given input array, and if the current element is 1, then do increment current ones. Okay, plus plus. If the current element is 0, then check if max is less than the current ones. If yes, update the max to current ones, right? And reset the current ones to 0. Once the iteration is over, handle the special case when the last element is 1, right? Again, check current ones with max and update max if necessary. So here the time complexity is often because we are doing only one iteration. So let's look at the code. So this is our function and it's taking parameter, our input array of numbers. Okay, so we have two variables, ones and max. Ones is nothing but current here. So we are doing the iteration, and if the current element is 1, we'll increment the ones counter. Okay, else that means we have encountered the 0, so we'll update the max. So we'll pick the maximum between ones and max and reset ones to 0. So once we'll complete the iteration, we'll compare the ones and max for one last time, and pick the maximum out of that and assign it to max, and that's gonna be our final answer. Okay, so why we are comparing one last time? So let's take this as an example. So 0 1 1 and then 0 1 1 1, right? So our current is 0 and max is 0. So 0, so 0, 1, 1. So the current will become 2. And then we encounter 0. So we'll update the max to 2 and reset the current to 0. Now there are 3 ones. So the current will become 3. And the iteration is over. That's why we are comparing one last time the current and the max, right? Here. So you can click here to run this code. So now we can mark this problem as completed. And yeah, visit our website tutorialhorizon.com for more interview problems. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.